Dear technicians, welcome to Indiana Laboratory. We will be making a series of videos regarding the Indiana Laboratory, how the work is done, what is the workflow, how the hospital information system works, how the instrument works, all these things to the newly joined technicians as well as older technicians regarding some of the topics which they may not know or they may have learned in a wrong way. So let us start today with some of the basic things for new technicians who has joined the Indiana laboratory. So today we look into the hospital information system, which is the first beginning for any newly joined technicians to know how the laboratory requests are generated, how the test values are entered, and how the reports needs to be printed and all. So as we all know, there are various type of softwares that are available in the market. So each laboratory may be using a different type of software to run their lab, and many of the smaller laboratory may not have any software, and they may be using Microsoft Word or Excel sheets to actually enter the values and take a printout to the and give it to the patient. So one of the most important thing we should know is the difference between hospital information system and the laboratory information system. So hospital information system has various modules like front office, where patients details, their email addresses, their relative, their phone number, their address, their Aadhaar card or whatever their identifications is there. All those things are taken into consideration, and then there will be OP module where all the patients who are coming for OPD to the particular doctors are all shared. Then there may be IP sheets where all the patients who are admitted all those modules are present. And then there may be MRD module where medical records are managed. There may be accounts department. So when all these things are combined together in a hospital with a single system, then it will be called it as a hospital information system. Usually hospital information systems are used by hospitals which has got all these branches, whereas the laboratory information system is for a standalone laboratory where they may not be attached to any hospital, where OPDs, IPDs, then accounts department, store department, and all those things may not be there. So the main idea is to just put the test with respect to the patient, and then get the reports from the instrument to the system, and it can be printed, and it can be saved as a part of the medical records. So that's the main difference between hospital information system and a laboratory information system. So there are various hospital information systems that are available today. As per the net, the one of the best hospital information systems are like Arogya, e-hospital, Mine, Napier, Insta Hospital, like that, and all various hospital information systems are present. So the present hospital information system which we are using in Indian hospital is called IOSTA, or backbone hospital information system. So most of these hospital information systems having so many modules, they all work under network. So whenever an information system is working on a network, you need to access it through Explorer software system within your computer. So you can use Internet Explorer or Opera Mini or Google Chrome. So actually you can use all these three in our hospital information system, but the recommended software to run this is Google Chrome. This is because many of the features that are available in the hospital information system may not work with Internet Explorer or Opera Mini, and it has been customized for Google Chrome. So we will be using Google Chrome as the starting point from which all the hospital information system is accessed, especially for our convenience, the laboratory system. So Google Chrome will be present something like this on your desktop, or it may be attached to the taskbar down. So you can easily see in the desktop the Google Chrome. So when you click on it, immediately you will get a Google Chrome opening. So this may come only when you have a problem with your network connections, like the network cable to your computer. If not, it is not attached properly, then you may get this type of information. So if you see any such thing, immediately make sure that your the telephone line to the CPU is properly connected. So once you click on this IOSTA backbone system, or you can type the address like this. So it is very difficult to remember the address like this. So we have made a bookmark of IOSTA backbone system in all the 5 computers in Indiana lab. So you can just simply click on this. The moment you click on this, this is what is the window that opens, which is showing Indiana Hospital and the username and password due to how the license, all those things. So we are more bothered about the username and password for you to enter into the system. So basically what you need to do is, instead of using the username and password in this module, we recommend that you don't enter anything here. Instead, straight away go to the new session. So when you go to the new session, again one more window showing username and password will appear. So you enter your username and password here. So I have entered one of the username password which we normally give it to the new technicians who has arrived, that is the lab username, and then the password I have entered. It will take at least 15 to 20 days for a new technicians to get their username and password. This is because to ensure that they are aware about the routine system of our laboratory and all. So we don't encourage them to enter values and verify values in the hospital information system. So usually when the IT department gives you the username password, they give like your first name and your employment number, and they give a password as 1234. Okay, subsequently you need to change it. So here we have given the username lab and then the password, and then you put it as re-login. So immediately this is the window which opens into you. Okay, so this is the lab front office approval window, so which is also the called the home window. Okay, so this is the home window. Whenever you click on this, immediately this is the window that opens. But remember that this is a window which we normally don't use. Okay, this is the front office approval window, is the home window for all the modules. So that is the reason why this one gets opened like this. So whenever you open it, so immediately you need to change it to the window which we need. So we will discuss it as we go along. Okay, so this is the window which we normally start. Okay, so let us learn some of the things here. So first and the foremost thing on the right hand is the power button. So the moment you click on this power button, so immediately you will log off from the HIS, and the first username password window which has opened, so that is the one which is going to open the moment you click on this red color power button. So this yellow color home button is where, as I showed you, lab front office approval, that window will get opened. So normally we don't use both these buttons. So we straight away, when we are closing down, we will go to this X in the window button itself. Okay, so the third button is the person whose in whose username this window has been opened. Like for example, in this case, it is opened through lab. So as I told you initially, when your new username is given, so the password by default they usually keep it as 1234. So the moment you get your username password, you need to change it. So what you need to do is you just click on this button. So immediately a brought down window will come, so which will show change password, lock screen and logout. So change password means, as you know, it is going to change your password. Lock screen means immediately it will log out, but the software will be still running. So you just have to enter the password and you can immediately log in back. That is for lock screen. And to log out means you totally come out of the HIS. Okay, so let us not bother about these two at present. So we'll go to the change password. So the moment you click on this, this is the window which opens. So your username is already has come. So the present password will be like 1234. Then you can give whatever password you want to give, and then give it as change password. Immediately your new password is ready to use. So username will be there, and immediately once you do it, immediately the same home button, lab front office approval, this window gets opened up. Okay, so you have, by this you have successfully changed the password for your username. Okay, so the next button is this Indiana button. So it is only if the hospital is using multiple hospitals in an internet based web. So during that time only this is going to come, since this is the only Indiana hospital accessible to this software. So now only Indiana name is going to get opened up. Same thing with the another one also. Okay, so the next button is the this upward arrow button. So when you click on that, the whole the this iOS this Google Chrome, the address path, then all these path will go, and immediately the whole window will get opened into the top. Okay, so to come out of this button, you need to click on the escape button. So immediately it will come back like this. Okay, so all this address, the name, and bookmarks, everything will be shown in that. Okay, so the next button is the bell button. So this is the what we call it as the notification. So you click on this notification. As you can see, it is totally empty. So then you click on see all notifications. So this is how you look at, you can type anything, but nothing, this module has not been very well developed by the iOS system, or it is not yet activated. So nothing much can be done here, and it is of no much helpful to us also. So we don't normally use this button. Okay, so next is the I button. And another thing is, to come out of this my notification, you have to use either the transaction button from this end or anything, because there is no back button through which you can actually come out. So you can just go to this square transaction and then come out through the specimen collection system. Okay, so next is the I, or the and question mark, this thing that is available. I is something which is the information regarding what is that particular window does. Like for example, what is this my notification window does, or what is this specimen collection window does. So like that is is there. But this is also has not yet been developed by iOS, but actually we can only develop by writing what is the specimen collection or what is that window is about. So I have written some to add to use it as a handover sheet, like that I have used, and you can save it and you can close it like that. So presently you need not have to bother about these two buttons also. So this red button is to switch off your HIS. This is the home button to come to the lab front office, and this button is to change your username and password, and all other buttons at present is not of much importance. Okay, so the next button you see is the is present on the left side of your window, and the first is this three horizontal lines that is present. So which you click, immediately it will show, it will just expand the left side bar, taskbar for this particular this thing, showing like multi window transaction and other windows that can be opened up through this. Okay, so this horizontal line only has a function of making sure that your left side taskbar is totally open for the backbone software. Okay, so next is this bigger square, which is called the multitask window. So when you click on this multitask window like this, immediately the arrow button comes. So what it helps is, you can open multiple windows in one single way, like home window, specimen collection, result approval, like this. So maximum of 5 windows at a time you can open, and you can easily work on multiple windows on one single go. So it requires some amount of experience and some amount of knowledge of how to exactly use multiple windows in properly. So I recommend that initially when you are learning, so don't go click on this button and try to use multiple windows at a time. So you just allow it to remain square only. So if you re-click on it, immediately home window is open, and it will come back to the first window itself. Okay, so another thing is next window is the square window. So in this, when you click on that, it will show all the transactions. So this is basically the workflow of the laboratory. Okay, so specimen send and receive, standard service transactions, and all these things which is routinely for everyday work of the lab is required. Everything is present in this case in the transaction window. Okay, so each of these window has got multiple extra windows through which you will work. Okay, specimen send and receive, standard service, like that. Okay, so the next one is for the store, where you can request for the new stock of a particular reagent that has been given to you to manage. So every technician is given a set of reagents and consumables which they have to maintain, that they have the stock in hand and show consumptions and all. So all those things you can enter through this store one. Okay, so the next one is the report sheet. So this will show all the the details of test you have done, mistakes, amendments, and so many things. But most important thing required for a laboratory technician is the lab test detailed report. Okay, this is the only one which we the lab technicians keeps using it as a routine. So other things are at present for a lab technician is not required. So let us not bother about it. So maybe subsequently over a period of time we will remove others, because it is mainly required for the senior technicians or the HOD of the lab to know other details. So immediately for a technician, other things are not required. So this lab test detailed report is one area which is required. Okay, so the last button is the HR transactions. So this will be made aware to you during your joining of the Indiana hospital itself, like how to apply for leave, how to apply for compensatory off, and how to apply for in work leave. So all those things you can, that will be taught to you during your training period, training in the HR department itself, or subsequently as you go along, your fellow technicians and other people will teach you. Okay, so this is about the introduction to the hospital information system. So you will learn how to use the hospital information system and how to start using the hospital information system like this. So there will be an addition of Google spreadsheet or something which will add to this particular video, where you need to answer the questions that has been given, and this will be the part, and these videos will be used as one of the training for laboratory technicians along with their responses before and after the training. Thank you.